Set to kick off.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go. 72.
Now Griffin on first down. And this is for his running back, Tomlinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there. And they just...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Young Wei Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
A yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
318. Local over here. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Box it. 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. To throw is Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. After the penalty, it's Elliott. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 5.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check. 55 is my guy, 55. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll try to pound it in with Allstott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Youngwei Koo set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Big run with LT. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. These two teams all tied after 1. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Griffin escaping the pressure right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Get in the weight room. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Green 18! Go to 50! Hey, you block over here. 555!
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
8 yards on the pick.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Blue 58! Check 30! Check tight. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. And we heavy on the edges,
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Hey, take 26! Jumbo!
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, You get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Griffin. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Keenan Allen, 72 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Griffin. Caught by Gates, left side. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
And a Patriot first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st down, Griffin. Allen has it, left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Patriots.
From the gun, it's Griffin. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Eat. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
To throw again. Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Back 55, back So don't say nothing. Mike.
From the gun, Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And his kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots.
The onside kick is recovered.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball's thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
18, 26. Cut. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball, Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch. Got really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the... And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
For the point after.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields this way up at the 17. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
58, 50.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers flushed out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Then he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got the Bears touchdown. A two-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Griffin. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They go play action. Griffin throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gonzalez. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Griffin. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And some room to work. The 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they take a knee. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
For the field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Today's final score.
We're going into the final play of this game.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know